Ben was undoubtedly one of the most powerful superheroes on planet Earth to ever exist. With the Omnitrix, which could gather other aliens' DNA, Ben was purely magnificent. So it was only fair that the show could also produce some of the best villains to counter Ben's power. Now here are some of the worst villains that Ben had to face in the entirety of the show. Vilgax was one of the most dangerous and recurring villains that Ben ever faced. Some of his abilities include super strength, he could easily farcate energy projection, and also had the power of telekinesis. Kevin was the real definition of power, as he had the ability to absorb and manipulate any form of matter, including energy and elements. He could also transform into anything he had close contact to, and was able to absorb any form of power in its purest form. Hex was a powerful sorcerer with vast magical abilities. He could cast spells, summon mystical creatures, manipulate energy, and could also create powerful force fields. Another powerful villain was Dr. Onimo, who was a mad scientist and geneticist who had the capability of creating mutant creatures by altering their DNA, and was also a tech genius, who used advanced technology and mechanical devices to further his plans. Albedo was a Galvan who turned against his species, and had the powers of the Omnitrix, which allowed him to transform into any alien. And the only problem he encountered was that he could not switch forms at will. There were these alien species called the Hybrid, which always considered themselves to be the perfect life form. They had immense strength during battles, had vast telepathic abilities, and were also good in energy manipulation. Charmcaster was not necessarily Ben's arch-enemy, and was more of Gwen's foe. She was a young sorceress with magical abilities such as casting spells, could also summon mystical creatures, create energy blasts, and could enchant objects and use them as weapons. Ian was a time-traveling villain who had the ability to slow down time, to accelerate time, and could sometimes stop time too. He was so highly intelligent and could read Ben Tennyson's plans like a book. Now, there was this group of ancient knights who were known as Forever Knights, and were always seen seeking powerful objects. They were skilled in combat, used advanced technology, and wielded powerful weapons which they used in fights. Kyber the Huntsman was an expert hunter and mercenary who had enhanced physical abilities including super strength, speed, agility, and was also a master tracker in hunting his targets. Fistrick, on the other hand, was a former member of the Forever Knights who had superhuman strength, durability, and also wielded a powerful mace which he used in combat. Vilgax employed two brothers known as the Vreedles, and were known for their immense strength, their durability in fights, and their main talent was their loyalty to their master. And finally, the Dark Star, a villain with the ability to manipulate gravity itself. He could also create black holes at will, and was also highly skilled in combat too.